another one for you, Jeffrey, because your book, Shakespeare and Trump, you write how there are Shakespearean aspects to Trump's presidency. Explain what you mean by that.
Yeah, first of all, Alex, thanks for giving a little corner of your Sunday to the arts and humanities.
Of course.
Trump's America is a tragedy, and it's no wonder people keep on turning to Shakespeare. So from Richard III to Julius Caesar and Coriolanus and King Lear. So listen, as a Shakespeare scholar, I'm professionally obligated to say that these analogies are inexact and sometimes, frankly, a little bit obnoxious, but I also try to push through that a little bit and ask why Shakespeare keeps showing up in our cultural response to Donald Trump. A 400-year-old English playwright obsessed with monarchy really shouldn't be relevant in 21st century American democracy. So what does Shakespeare and Trump have in common beyond, kind of bad hair? And I think the answer is that we've been living through times of tragedy. And the thesis statement of Shakespearean tragedy is that when power is centralized at the top, the state hangs on the fragile emotions of fragile men, and bad government amplifies routine individual moral failings like ambition, deceit, and revenge into catastrophic social suffering, death, and the downfall of dynasties. I wish I had a happier message for you here on this Sunday afternoon, but as Shakespeare writes, the weight of these sad times we must obey.
Indeed. And here's how I was turned on to you. It was part of, you were quoted actually my friend Peter Baker's article in December in the New York Times saying, if there are these analogies between classic literature and society as it's operating right now, then that should give us some big cause for concern this December. We're approaching the end of the play here, and that's where catastrophe always comes. Do you think, Jeffrey, that what we have seen unfold these past couple weeks, is that what you were imagining happening when you said this?
Yeah, it's just the latest example of something that feels like it was pulled out of these Shakespearean tragedies that we read in English classes. And I'm just so, overwhelmed by the sadness and exhaustion of it all. After 4 years of Trump, after 1 year of coronavirus, friends and family, everyone is just so tired. And I guess I'll just kind of speak to a couple people. I'll speak to my children. First of all, hi, I love you. Second, I'm just so sorry that this is the world that we're leaving to you and that we should have done better. And then second, I'll speak to Joe Biden. If you want to restore the soul of America, start funding those things that help us think and talk with each other. Public schools, cultural organizations, the arts and humanities, that is where America is going to be processing the trauma of these Trump years.
Yeah, you make a really good point about the arts and humanities for sure.